Yo, hood politics, prop. You already know how it go. But we're gonna talk hood economics right now. This weird, like, stock market, Gamestop, Robinhood, Reddit, whole debacle. Stock markets can be very difficult to understand because it's like it's not real money. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like hard to get your brain around it. But it kind of is though. What do I mean by that? If you think of it more like senior prom. Think about the nerdiest of nerd dude in high school, like your senior, you know, who wasn't always like that. Like he was, let's just say he hit his glow up in 8th grade. Face hair was in 8th grade, but he kind of peaked then. You know what I'm saying? The decline since then, right? But he's still cool. And the football team decides they just done with him, so they just finna trash him. They don't drag him every chance we get because they made some sort of bet with each other about something that was just douchebaggy frat boy. And then the basketball team and all of the art nerds hear about this and they like, man, fuck that. You're not finna just drag the homie just to like, it's not like they have really any investment in this kid. Let's just call him a gamer, wink, wink. They just decide you're not finna do that. So then they all say, we gonna put this nigga on the prom ballot. And they get everybody to start voting for this fool. Nobody really knows who he is. It's like, even if it was a joke, it was more to just troll the football team. You don't get to just decide who's cool and who's not cool. So then this little nigga's stock starts shooting up. And then the football team realized, dang, I made a horrible calculation. And then them fools start saying, well, no, we don't mean it like that. Like, I guess he cool, but now you gotta pay him clout because you was the one that you could have left little homie alone. But all of a sudden, you gotta pull all your pull around the school to start being cool with this guy again. It's gonna cost you a lot to become cool with this dude again. And then you trying to be cool with that dude is shooting his stock even higher. Who's getting more votes for Prom King every time somebody bring him up. So even if it started as something y'all was trying to do just to troll big homie, his stock just keeps shooting up. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, as this fool finna win this mug, the ASB says, y'all not allowed to vote for him no more. Him or any of his friends, you can't vote for him to be the Prom King. And little dude ain't had nothing to do with any of the stuff that just happened. That's what just happened to the stock market. Let me place all the people in the situation. So this big investment firm, they did this thing called shorting a stock, basically betting. Now, what a stock really is just saying we just guessing how much this company worth based on how good they've been doing. Fool says, okay, you take something like GameStop, which is like selling physical video games. Like, who still buys physical video games? It peaked already. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you don't, who goes to a mall to buy a video game? But these fools decide they need to dump their stock. So then they start trashing. They just start dragging GameStop to be like, yo, this is trash, this is trash, this is trash. These Reddit fools see what's happening and they like, hold up. You don't get to just drag this company like this because we know what you're doing. You trying to offload this thing so you don't lose no money. They're like, you know what? Fuck that. We all finna invest in it. So shoot the stock of this up, not because they care about GameStop. It's to freaking own this high, big corporate investment firm. So it's like, nah, you can't just be doing that. That's whack. The big investment firm goes, oh shit, like we done messed up. Well, I gotta get back in, but you gotta get back in at like triple the price because your job of trying to tank the thing around and increased it 1,700%. So that mug shot up how much this company worth because of these Reddit dudes was like, man, fuck you. You don't get to do that to us. So them buying in shoots it up even higher, right? And then so it's just climbing and climbing and climbing. And then all of a sudden, Robinhood and this other app where people like you and me who don't know shit about the stock market but want to maybe have a retirement at some point, buying stocks here and there, just having fun on that app, they decide you're not allowed to invest. Say, hey, you can't invest in GameStop no more. It's like, nigga, who are you? Why do you get to do this? So whatever the hell's happening with GameStop and all the stock, it's super volatile. I know the stock market don't seem real, but this is kind of how it is. All imaginary money per se, but there is real world effects. Now, I say all that to say this. Just like in prom, and who the Prom King is, There's drama in your high school that I'm sure for a fact that to this day you had no idea happened because it didn't affect you in any way. It wasn't real. The ASB think they the world. Cool kids think they the whole. I went to school, it was 6,000 students at my school. You think you 45 people control what the hell is happening to everybody? So that's kind of the stock market. You know what I'm saying? It don't affect most of us at all. I can't name one person on our high school baseball team. I don't know none of them niggas. But there is real world effects because they are actual real people. So like I said, stock market really don't affect most of us. But for those that do, this is actually a big deal because at that point, you playing around on a thing, let's just say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you on a lark bought a piece of Gamestop for $1. Right now, you got $1 million. So sell that shit and get out. Hood politics, because after all, politics is just gangbanging and nice.